Hello everyone and good night to you, or welcome to another episode of Hotspot on this Thursday evening. I got some great shows lined up for you tonight, so don't go anywhere and I hope you enjoy the show. But for those of you who don't know, Wellington Albert left this morning to join Penrith Panthers down in Australia, and we wish him all the very best. Anyhow, let's look at what we have coming up on the show tonight. Papua New Guinea has been introduced to a new sport called handball. We'll take a look at that story and how it came to be in PNG.
It is a game that's played worldwide. It's played in 200 countries.
Then we take a look at the Vapor charity boxing tournament that took part in the Vapor village in the Kairukuhiri district, a trip that was exciting and also an experience for the Yan NCT development boxing team. The athlete's profile for this week, we feature Anton Icy, Taekwondo PNG athlete. We caught up with him during a demo at the Sir John Guy Stadium. Presentation by the Korean Embassy. Great athlete. We take a look at his interview later on. Let's go to our first show for tonight. We take a look at handball, a new sport that's been introduced in PNG this year. A game that is played only in the European countries. Handball, as I know when I was a kid, was just a tennis ball with a line ruled across on the cement and you play. But this sport is totally different, so let's take a look at the sport of handball. Handball is a complex and dynamic sport. The movements and natural movements of the body, like running and jumping. Top-level coach Frantastic Tobaski, a 71-year-old coach from the Czech Republic, has 58 years of experience in the sport and has been in the country to conduct a week-long handball coaching clinic at the Sir John Guy Stadium. Participants went through attacking drills and were taught how to defend.
Soccer game. Kind of using soccer using the leg, but we play using soccer land. So we play master is like game of nice game straight.
Handball, in layman terms, a movement of the ball with hands to score from one goal to another by dribbling, throwing and passing. The ball used in the game is like a mini soccer ball and is passed by hands, as in netball, on a plain court to score in water polo goal posts. The game consists of up to 14 players, with 7 playing and 7 on the bench.
Handball is a game that's played worldwide. It's played in 200 countries, and it came about to PNG through the PNG Olympics Committee. At some stage, the International Handball Federation were looking to grow the sport, and so they came through to PNG Olympic Committee, and that's how it came about to Papua New Guinea. As you can appreciate, not many centers in the country know how to play the game. We brought it here to Port Moresby to actually introduce the sport, and so we will be looking at conducting a competition here in Port Moresby initially, and then we'll roll it out to the rest of the country thereafter.
Although exhausting, handball has not too much aggression and body contact, and is a lot of fun, as the delighted looks on the faces of the participants showed. There you have it, sport of handball, the latest sport in PNG. This is a sport that is currently in the country that wishes to involve athletes from all sports, and people who are interested get to see kids from the 8 Mile community take up this series, and who knows, they might be the first PNG rep athletes for handball in the country. We'll go for our first break, but not before we go. We have Athletics PNG sending 3 of its middle distance athletes, Kevin Kapmatana, Richard Dotana and Andy Past-Gasora, to the United States of America under a 2-year scholarship. They will be taking up studies as well as doing their training and preparation for the 2015 Pacific Games. Let's take a look at that interview. Athletics PNG sent 3 of its middle distance athletes for the United States of America to take up a 2-year athletic scholarship for training and studies. The 3 athletes will join their fellow teammates who are already in the US training and preparing for the 2015 Pacific Games. They will be on a 2-year scholarship doing studies as well as training. The athletes will also be traveling back and forth for competition in PNG. Kevin, the PNG 400 meter and 800 meter runner, said this will be his second time going to America.
This is local US and go school as well as training too. Training by lead up 2015. lo PNG Games lo Port Moresby.
It will also be the first time for the other two athletes, Richard and Andy Pass, to go overseas for studies and training in preparation for the 2015 Pacific Games.
Pilamos because first time dumi lo bamigo kaino se more Pacific Island kaino se misa gona US mo se na tra first time dumi bamigo long abstract. So me talk thank you to lo Papstone lo bika to ko se jokot something bas sale mi lo agosta so banda go mi no go na o se play banda go na training at lo comeback na banda rani good time lo SP Games next year.
First time no me logo do na me feel almost yeah. Me to thank you lo athletics 9 Tony Green lo game blood la scholarship lo salim lo US. Kain first time me to lo travel out lo international so yeah me almost like that.
So far, this will make a total of 16 athletes in athletics PNG team doing studies in the US and also training and preparing for the games next year. That was 3 of our PNG athletes heading off to America. They're going to be in Texas. How exciting is that? They get to travel, study and train. Well, that's what sports do. Takes you halfway around the world. It's not easy. As I can say, performance, attitude and discipline will take you anywhere in sports. We'll go for our first break now. You're watching Hotspot. Welcome back to the show. If you have just joined us, let's take a look at the Veyfa charity boxing that took place in Veyfa in the Kairuku-Hiri district, a tournament which showcased a lot of hidden talent in the area. Boxing is one of the sports that is very popular up in the Kairuku area, and it was good to see them show the NCD boxing development team to step up in their game. A charity boxing tournament was hosted in Veyfa by the Kairuku Amateur Boxing Association to raise funds for the Veyfa Catholic Church. The fundraising event also coincided with the official launching of the newly purchased boxing ring that was presented to the association by the PNG Sports Foundation in December last year. The tournament was officially opened by PNG Sports Foundation Acting Executive Director Peter Chiamalili Jr. and a cash of 5,000 was donated to the church by PNG Sports Foundation and an extra 1,000 from his family, with Mr. Kila Hauda who also donated 100,000 to the church.
Through the talent identification program, which is under the coaching team, which I was the head coach and my assistants, Chavis Cora and Rafael Lauren, and Czech League, they are all champions. We are preparing for the 2015 program, which is look at 1 year, 6 months. That's a long way to go, but we're just coming out from levels like this to identify the boxers. I know there's so many hidden talents outside there, as we have seen today. We've identified our 49 kg, and still we've got 52 up to 91 kg plus still around. We look around all Papua New Guinea. And our team, coaching team, is a very strong team, which is the experience from this team will assist me to look for a better one for 2015.
The tournament featured boxers from Kairuku and the NCD Boxing Development Squad, who took to the newly presented boxing ring presented to them by the PNG Sports Foundation last year. We now take a look at our athlete's profile for tonight. Anton Icy from Taekwondo PNG, an athlete who has worked his way up. Very determined and focused young man who is looking forward to the 2015 Pacific Games. Let's take a look at his athlete's profile. About your profile, what's your name?
My name is Anton Icy.
How old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
Where do you come from?
I come from Central Gulf and above.
Do you go to school?
I was last year, but sports commitment, so didn't went. But hopefully this year I'll take up food. But at the same time I'm preparing for next year's game too. So.
How did you get into Taekwondo?
Oh, it was through watching video movies. Came across some like movie actors, and they inspired me. So I really wanted to be like one of them. So I started to looking for clubs around Mosby. I was at Homnets. There's a karate there. So, and when I went there, actually it wasn't a karate class, but it was a Taekwondo class. So I just took up Taekwondo, and here am I standing right now.
When was the last time you represented Papua New Guinea?
It was before last year at New Caledonia, and took out silver medal from there. And last year again at Wallis and Futuna, but didn't compete, only technical officer only.
Are there any icons that inspired you to come and take up Taekwondo?
Surely there was one in PNG, Walter Schnobel. One of Walter's. When I was small, I used to admire Walter. And my coach, Edward Kasman.
Another skill you can master is demonstration skills. Demonstration skills are very different to sparring skills. Two black belts now are demonstrating a black belt pattern called tie-back. It's for the third dan black belt. Anton on your right is 2003 Pacific Games silver medalist. That was when he was 15 years old, very young. He's now one of our elite athletes. Marcelin on the left is our assistant coach on the national team.
Hasn't someone that mentored you, you watch him now?
Oh yeah, I already said it. Like watching movies and most of all my family, my dad, especially my dad, he's the one who motivates me and helped me a lot.
Any of your family members taking part in Taekwondo?
Oh yeah. Actually, just now we did a tournament, the demonstration here. There was a small yellow belt boy there. He's one of my cousins, and there was one more. His name is Henry Ben, which I used to train him at the house. And it was back in 2011. He represented PNG at New Caledonia, but it was his first South Pacific Games, so he didn't got any medal.
Apart from Taekwondo, what sport will you be playing?
Apart from Taekwondo? Oh, anyway, I love volleyball and soccer.
Is there any advice you want to give to other interested athletes who want to come and join Taekwondo?
Yeah, especially ladies out there. Taekwondo need big girls, long, tall girls. I think it's a good opportunity for you young girls out there involved in sports, and at the same time it's kind of a martial arts sport too, so it can help you in street or any other ways. Yeah. And to the boys, I think sports helps people a lot, because you won't involve in crime or any other legal activities you do, and when you took up sports, it'll make you like forget about those things and keep you busy.
Is there anyone you want to thank? Your family members, the people who supported you?
First of all, I just want to thank my dad, like moral support, advice and those kind of things, and not forgetting my mom too. My mom is no longer with us. She's with, anyway, it's a long story. So I'm with dad, mom out there, but they both helped me a lot in certain ways. Yeah.
How's the preparation now for 2015 Pacific game?
But I won't predict what happens next year, but I'm really looking forward for 2015. And to me, it's a big thing to me because
from local village out of Port Moresby.
I was wishing like traveling in and out of PNG, hoping my family to see me fight and represent my country. But to me, 2015 games here in Port Moresby is a big privilege because all my families are there. And I believe I won't let my family down in my country.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And there you have it. That was our athlete's profile for tonight. Anton Icy, the young man from Kairuku and Gulf, Taekwondo PNG black belt athlete. He will be the athlete to watch out for in the 2015 Pacific game. We wish him and the Taekwondo PNG team all the very best in their preparation for the 2015 Pacific game.
Hi, I'm Taya Whistle, BSB brand ambassador. You watching Hotspot.
We've come to the end of our show and it's time to wrap up Hotspot for another week. Let's take a look at Hotspot for this weekend. Saturday, NCD Public 7th Netball Semi-Final at the Rita Flynn Courts. Burko Off-Season Rugby League at PRL Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Rugby League at 9 Mile, Unagi Park and Coney Tigers Oval Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, Port Moresby men's and women's softball at the Bissini Diamonds, and Saturday volleyball at 9 Mile. That's it on Hotspot for this week. You can check us out on our Facebook, like our page, and tune into Sports Scene every Monday night for more of the sporting action that's happening on the weekend. I'll leave you with a little bit of extreme sports to enjoy. Until next Thursday evening, I'll see you right here on Hotspot.